Welcome back to Let's Play Zelda Classics Quest of Beings. First quest, I'm Nitro6003. Today we take out levels 1 and 2. Be aware, level 1 is not easy. Yeah, it's a really challenging, hard level for a level 1. So you really want to, you don't want to go in there with just a wooden sword and 3 hearts. You're not going to do so hot. So make sure you have, and you might want to have some potions on you, believe it or not, for a level 1. So here is level 1, and we're going to start off by going up. We'll leave those enemies alone, and we'll leave these guys alone for right now. We will come back to this screen later, and so you want to head up, and now you want to head to the left, and you got to be careful of the traps. Oh, clock, good. Clocks are fantastic in these rooms. So you have these 4, or I think they're considered 8-way traps, because as you can see, they go past each other. So I think they might even just be 4-way traps. I'm not 100% sure what their official names are, but here you just have some simple wall masters, and you do have to kill them to open up the door. And bubbles do not prevent respawn. FYI, bubbles do not prevent respawn. It's a short map, but it's a lot of backtracking. So, and you don't want to forget a key and then have to backtrack through half the level. So you should have 2 keys at this point, and then we're gonna get 1 more. And it's a good thing some of the enemies respawn. I mean, I would rather not have every enemy respawning, but it's not a total bad thing. You know, what makes it hard is that you can't move around as much as you'd like. Alright, so now that we have 3 keys, and I am going to kill these guys because they might drop health. I don't need the wall masters grabbing me. So we'll use one of our keys right here and get our first item of this place. Oh, hello, clock. And we get our boomerang, our wooden boomerang. It's not required to beat the level. It just makes it easier for you. Now, batch gels don't drop anything, so FYI there. There's your compass. I mean, you could F6 and recharge your health if you want. Come on. Come back here, please. Yeah, having sword beams is not a bad thing for this room, but you really need the boomerang. So is it required? No, but these guys won't, and they're just taking their sweet time, and there's no way to program them that I know of, and I do have a quest of my own, but I don't believe there's a way to program the gels to attract to you. And you don't want to have to come all this way, get this key, and then realize that you don't have a key for this room. I want full health going into the next room, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these guys respawn, because the red levers are pretty good at dropping health. So I'm going to just take advantage of that. And I've actually lost more health than I've gained. I would like to get into that next room with full health if possible. So I just need 1 more heart, and you'll see why I'm doing this. You really should have full health when going into that next room. But let's just try one more time to get that heart from the lever. So this is the reason why I said it's actually not a bad thing that they respawn all the time. So when going into this room, it's a pain. Get rid of all the garbage first. And you can kind of see the... Oh, clock. Good. I mean, sorry, fairy. You can kind of see where the blocks are. Oh, there's a clock. So you can kind of see where you can't go. And remember, this door shuts behind you. So now these are item bubbles. The only thing I wish the creator had done is made them more distinctive. But that's my only problem with this quest. I actually don't mind the instant respawn. Because I'm going to just F6 back to the start so I don't have to go through half of that stuff again. And I can just go straight to the boss now. Got the boss key, the compass, and the map. All good things. And yes, you do have to kill the wall masters again. But they should not be very difficult at this point. Having the white sword. And just ignore them. Or kill them. It's entirely up to you. And there's our heart container. I don't like using F6, but with the instant enemy respawn in that last room, it's just ridiculous. But anyway, let's move on to level 2 now. As we're just in the very beginnings of this part here, so we certainly have enough time to take out level 2 also. And if you do need a potion, feel free to go grab another one. So now this getting to level 2 is kind of tricky, and I'm going to show you exactly how to get there. Show you exactly how to get there. So this screen should look familiar. This is where level 8 was in the first quest. And there is something in that bush. Alright, so don't take that path. Take this one. Alright, so now you see you're underneath where the staircase is. So what you need to do now is you need to go west, east, south, west. So west, east, south, and that's why you need to be on the bottom screen. And here's level 2. And if you thought the backtracking in level 1 was bad, the backtracking in level 2 is probably worse. So first things first, kill all these guys. So you're gonna head up. And here you have these traps again. And we'll be able to handle those bushes shortly. And I'm staying over here to try to stay away from the traps as best as I can. But we'll be getting an item to take care of that later. So you want to continue heading this direction. And yes, you have slow movement on this web stuff. Using F6 is actually not a bad idea. And just some palette swap moldorms. Feel free to use bombs. There's your compass. It doesn't look like a large level, but it is. Make sure you have an enemy bait. So the map is rather large. You don't want to have to go through that maze path a second time. And I believe that would cap me out, so I'm going to leave that money there in case we ever need it. And just traps here, so grab the key. Oh, I'm in a really bad spot. So continue heading this direction here, and you're gonna notice, yep, dark rooms. So you probably are gonna guess what item you're gonna get here. And you really get a nice mix of enemies here. So you want to go up first. And here is your Feed the Goriah room. Gramble, gramble. And just be careful not to use your potion. And this room is a mess. I think your best bet is to use bombs. Oh, clock. Good, good, good. Free pass through this room is really a good thing. Am I missing something? Oh. There you go. And there's a little blue spot here for a reason. You can actually bomb that way. So now that we have 2 keys, and yes, these guys respawn, but leave them alone. You can't go down yet, by the way. You have to go back. Look at that, 3 clocks in one room. Luckily, these guys don't respawn. These guys will. And now that we finally have what we need, we can go through this. All right, open the door, please. So you'll probably notice that you get the bow. Grab the bow. And you need the bow, by the way, to get to the level 3. Yeah, 20 rupees. I'm maxed out, so can't hold any more right now. And now it's just a matter of backtracking. This is probably your hardest part here, is just getting through this mess. So now that you have the bow, you can finally get to the boss key. Like I said, there's a lot more backtracking in this level, and I really can't hold any more money. So just leave these guys alone, continue on through, let the trap go. So yeah, it's just a lot of evasion, essentially. Anyway, continue on down. And you'll notice that there's a gravestone there. And that's why you need the bow and arrow. Besides the fact that you need it just to beat the level, but who's counting? All this money wasted. So now if you don't have sword beams, you could just use your bow and arrow. I have so much money, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't need that 5 rupees. I don't need that either. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of backtracking in this level. It's actually faster to F6 back to the start. And that's probably well. I might end up just doing that. Oh, these are, I think, item bubbles and sword bubbles. Or just item bubbles. Yeah, they're not sword bubbles, just item bubbles. Yeah, you should not have any money trouble in this quest at all. So let's just F6 back to the start. It's a little faster. Like I said, I hate doing that, but it's just a little bit faster. And I think I could actually re-afford the blue ring if I wanted. I mean, not that I'm going to, but don't worry, we'll have some use for this money later. And now that we have the boss key, and obviously you know that's going to be a Goma, or 2, or 3. Oh, I want that fairy. Thank you. Luckily, he only takes 1 shot. And that's level 2 out of the way. So we now that we have the bow and arrow, we have a lot of more exploration we can do. And all that money being wasted. And this is just, I showed this in the last part, but just to show it again. So if you remember, we went up here and couldn't do anything. Well, now we can. And this is just your shop. And I'm going to buy another enemy bait, even though this is kind of the more expensive one. I have so much money right now that I don't know what to do with it all. And if I ever need, I still have that 50 rupees I never used. Even if you don't get the heart containers, you should at least have the white sword by now because, well, you just should. All right, so now we can continue. Now we can finally move on. And this is what I'm saying. This quest, you should not have any trouble getting money. Just shouldn't. And you're going to notice those blue Gorias. You don't want to go over there right now. There's nothing you could do over there anyway, so just stay away from it. So just follow this path along. And looking for level 3. Off-colored walls are vulnerable. So if you go in here, you get an upgraded boomerang already, which is kind of nice. So, and remember, because all the enemies continue to respawn, you should not have any trouble. Alright, so now we have to go back. And remember, I haven't even used any of the secrets yet. the rate I'm getting money, I may never need to. We'll see. You can probably guess what item you're going to get in level 3. So these are off-colored walls. I don't know why that didn't work on the wall. Maybe I was too close. We have to kill all these guys. There we go. And those don't come back, by the way, so you don't have to worry. Look at this. I almost have all my money back from that boomerang. And just a bunch of blue Gorias. I mean, I guess I could have saved some money by getting the cheaper enemy bait. So all of this is just to get to level 3. So you probably are like wondering, like, wait, I went all around and didn't find anything. Well, this wall is walkable. And yes, they have traps in the overworld. If it wasn't enough that you have traps in levels, there's traps in the overworld also. So just go past the trap. And here's level 3. All right, so in the next part, we will start level 3 and continue on from there. I'm Nitro6003. I'll see you guys all next time.